Hi, I'm Cheryl Flynn, and I'm here with the wonderful Chef Shockley, and he's going to prepare a great meal for us and my new friend, Maribeth Jaubert. And you're with Paws Claws, which is great with kitties and dogs, and let's adopt them.
Yes.
And you've got a big event coming up.
We do.
So we're going to let Chef Shockley make us a meal and talk a little bit about a good wine that's coming our way.
I thought I'd do a pork tenderloin with some butternut squash. I love cooking in fall when the gourds and the root vegetables are coming into season. So you could do this with the butternut squash, you could do it with pumpkin, you could do it with rutabaga and turnips, you could do it with anything you want to. It's going to be braised in red wine. We have a beautiful red wine from the Puglia region. This is Gioia di Colle Primitivo. And the Primitivo is actually a cousin of the Zinfandel grape. So it's a grape that you're probably familiar with, but just delicious. And this one's made by a young couple that live in Puglia. Puglia is the heel of the boot of Italy, so it's way, way down south. But they're in their 30s and very limited production of this wine. But Gioia di Colle is the name of the town. And in the 1600s, the barbarians were about to overrun the town, and the matriarch of the town gave the jewel off of her neck to the barbarians. So they bypassed that town and went to the next one. So Gioia di Colle means jewel of the neck. They named the neck after the town after the jewel of the neck that saved the town back in the 1600s. But this is their Primitivo Riserva. Beautiful, beautiful wine.
Which I love the heel of the boot wines down there.
Yes.
They really have great grapes and just make
It's a lovely story.
wonderful, wonderful wines. This is one of the baby maker.
Yes.
This is my baby maker. So you have to be careful.
This is very old world wine. You can see it's got a beautiful color to it. Nice richness. Just one of my favorites.
I love that first taste.
It's got a nice earthiness to it, but it's got fruitiness and balance. There's just a lot going on there. And
It's really a mix.
This is one that will open up over the course of several hours. It will be different every time you pour a glass of it, so it's kind of fun to watch it change as it opens up. So I'm going to start a pork tenderloin. I've got a hot skillet back here. I'm going to put a little bit of olive oil in it. Season the pork with some salt and pepper. I just want to get a nice little sear on this to give it some color on the outside and kind of seal in the flavors. And then I'm going to add some celery, carrots, onions, and the butternut squash, and some of the Primitivo, and I'll finish it off in the oven, and it's going to be delicious.
So you're going to cook with the wine too?
Oh, absolutely. Give that a good sear, and I'll add the vegetables. And I'm going to turn this down a little bit so we can hear you talk a little about your event that you have coming up.
Okay, so the big event is the fur ball.
The fur ball.
And not literally like a fur ball from a cat, but it's actually a big ball.
We make it fun. We actually, will be the 4th annual fur ball. And it's a wonderful grown-up evening. The men come dressed nicely and the women dressed, and I have to admit, we do put on the cat ears and the tails, and we have a little fun with it. So we do the fur ball thing.
So are you wearing like formal dresses to this, or
No,
cocktail attire?
it's what do you call it in court? It's just upscale. It's not a tuxedo, but it's upscale, dressy, fun. Wear the fur ears or some kind of fur tail or fur something to make something to make it fun.
Which is rare in a beach city because everybody likes to wear their flip-flops and
Absolutely,
shorts. So this is
absolutely.
a great excuse to come out and get all dressed
Grown-up
up.
evening at the Country Club on November 14th. There will be very, very heavy hors d'oeuvres, and there will be really something for everyone. We have the little bit of gambling with the blackjack tables, and so there will be so many different things going on. We won't have the typical silent auction with, we will have very select gifts, and then we will have a short live auction with some fabulous, fabulous trips and things to bid on.
Ooh, wonderful.
So they're a little something for everyone. Tickets are $60, and that also includes 2 drink tickets per
Very
person.
nice.
So it really is a very elegant evening. It's the 4th year we've done this, and they just get better every year. People really enjoy the fur ball.
And so what is the fur ball, what do the proceeds go to from the fur ball? This is a charity event, yes?
It is. 16 years ago, a small group of gals got together, had an idea that we needed to get together and help out the animals in Corpus Christi. So we became the auxiliary to the Gulf Coast Humane Society and decided to call the group Paws and Claws. Cute. And that was 16 years ago, and it just gets better and better every year, and just this great, amazing group of women puts on just a fabulous event, and then gives the proceeds to the Gulf Coast Humane Society to help with all their programs.
Now I have to tell you, I actually ended up getting a dog from the Humane Society, and our Humane Society is beautiful. It's huge. People take care. There's lots of people that volunteer their time.
Yes.
Really make it a wonderful place to go pick out pets, and they take care of those pets so well.
I walked dogs there one time, and to get the dogs exercise and walk them around, and when they would bring a dog to me, they told me the personality of every animal. Oh, he likes this and he'll do this. They know those animals so much and love them so much. It's a no-kill shelter. They do not euthanize animals at the Gulf Coast Humane Society. It is a no-kill shelter.
That's really nice.
They stay there and try to find them a good home, forever home in the community.
And they're really good about picking what dog is best for you. So some people don't like hyper dogs, and other people want something that they can really go run with.
Absolutely. Even when I walked a dog, I was shocked. It's like, well, he's going to do this on the leash, and he likes to do this, and this one will run, and da da da. And I was amazed.
I love the fact it's a no-kill shelter. We got our last dog there, and he'd been there for 18 months before he got adopted, and he's just been spectacular for me, my children, great protector, been a wonderful dog. So thank you for doing this and helping them out.
It's the only way to go.
They are really the most loving pets. I love we have a little black mini looking lab, and people are always like, I'll take your lab, but you're right, you just grow so attached, and they are so appreciative of being at a home. So, all right, how are we doing on our food?
I think we're pretty close here. Here's my pork. I'm going to let it rest for just a second. I'm going to let this reduce while I slice the pork.
So you poured a little bit of wine after it's seared a little bit?
Yes.
Or, okay.
And the key to cooking the pork is not to overcook it. A lot of people are scared of it. I like it when it's a little pink inside. If you overcook it, it's going to get dry. It's going to get very, very tough. And it is safe as long as you cook it to this nice pink center like this. It can't be red, but this is fine to eat. So I'm going to cut a few slices here.
Because I ordered my steaks
Be very, very nice and moist.
Or rare.
I'm more of a cook-it-all, but
Not me.
you know, my husband always tells me you've got to have it a little bit pink so that you
I
get
agree.
the flavor. Because otherwise, if you cook it all, you
Why take
miss out.
a wonderful piece of expensive meat and just char it to black?
And I always bake our pork. And like I said, I'm not a good cook, so he never eats my food. So I let him cook.
That's not all bad.
No, I enjoy his food. I never complain.
Put some pork on here, and I'm going to finish it off with just a little bit of freshly chopped sage, which goes very nicely with the pork and with the
Looks delicious.
Yes.
butternut squash.
Thank you so
And
much.
Thank you, Chef.
manja manja.
Ooh.
All right. Let's get a little taste going.
Okay.
I'm gonna get it with a little bit of, you said buttermilk squash.
So it's got a nice sweet flavor. It goes with the fruitiness of the wine and with the pork. And this is a recipe actually that I got from the owner of the winery and his chef. So.
That is really good. I even like the little sage on it. It
Yeah.
adds a little.
And sage reminds me of fall too. They think Thanksgiving and sage, and so I think it's just a fun time of year to cook with
You're
sage
all
as
right
well.
about that.
And I love how the wine is changing and the
It-
food. It's like a different sip of something.
It's so delicious.
Very good. Okay, so big event. Say again when the date is.
November 14th, that's a Friday,
Fur ball.
Fur Ball, 4th Annual, Corpus Christi Country Club. You can call 876-6568, or if you can catch us on Facebook, and if you just totally don't know that, just get in touch with the Gulf Coast Humane Society, and they will put you in touch. Did I say tickets are $60?
$60.
Is it that so?
And go out and check out the Humane Society because
Oh.
they've got wonderful pets to
I'll-
at least help. Go walk them and get to know them, and then maybe, you never know, you might want a pet. It's been a pleasure meeting you.
Thank you so much.
I look forward to the fur
Okay.
ball, putting some ears and tails on.
Absolutely.
Chef Shockley, thank you so much. And this is Cheryl Flynn with Martin Ulysses Imports. See you next time. Cheers.
Ching ching.
À votre santé.